Welcome to the King version 2 channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Don't be stingy, because everything is free. Thank you.
Listen up, folks. A picture emerged just yesterday featuring none other than senior Hollywood movie and TV bigwigs hanging out in picturesque Idaho. And guess what? Some daring soul proclaimed that this is exactly where Meghan and Harry always dreamed of being. Can you believe it? Part of the highly coveted Hollywood elite, rubbing shoulders with the creme de la creme of actors, producers, and presenters. Oh, the envy. But wait a minute, brace yourselves for the shocking truth. Yes, my dear listeners, it's none other than the very people who welcomed our dynamic duo into the glamorous world of Hollywood. Courtney Cox herself extended those oh-so-exclusive party invitations, as we learned from Harry's intriguing book, Spare. But hold on to your hats, for Harry went ahead and betrayed dear Courtney by spilling the beans about alleged drug use at those soirees. The audacity. And let's not forget the pièce de la résistance, the ultimate A-list superstar, the one and only George Clooney, threw open the doors of his luxurious home to the couple. Can you imagine? But wait, there's more. Countless other Hollywood elites embraced Meghan and Harry with open arms. They saw potential, they saw royalty, and they presumed our dear Prince Harry, being born into a royal lineage, would exude class, discretion, and decency. Oh, the optimism! But alas, dear listeners, prepare yourselves for the heart-wrenching truth. In a manner befitting their British escapades, Meghan managed to fumble the bag yet again. Oh, the missed opportunities. She had it all served on a silver platter. As the granddaughter-in-law of Queen Elizabeth II, she had the keys to the kingdom, a platform to become a global influencer, championing noble causes, and living a life of opulence in a majestic palace. The possibilities were endless. All she needed to do was embrace humility, respect the system, and appreciate the cherished traditions. It was a simple recipe for success, a pathway to mingling with important and glamorous figures in the world of fashion, philanthropy, art, and music. She could have made a difference, dear listeners. Oh, what a difference she could have made. But alas, she fumbled that bag too. And the saga continues. In the land of opportunity, America, she was once again handed everything on a golden platter. From Oprah Winfrey to media giants like Netflix, Spotify, and Disney, they eagerly welcomed Meghan and Harry. Yet, dear listeners, 3 years later, after a string of annoyances and betrayals, they find her repulsive. Can you believe it? She replicated her antics from the royal family and even managed to fumble the bag in the very place she sought to escape it, Hollywood. Hold on to your hats, folks, because here's the kicker. Meghan's character, along with that of her dear husband, is so outrageously appalling and awful that she is labeled an unreconstructed, lying, abusive, scheming, hateful, narcissistic sociopath. Yes, you heard it right. Revulsion spreads like wildfire, and people want to keep her at arm's length, far away from their cherished circles. It seems bad people and their atrocious characters will always reveal themselves, my friends, leading to their own self-destruction. And oh, how they deserve it. Hollywood preferred people that could put food on the table, meaning something they can bring to the masses, like real talents. That's why we sometimes ignored their behavior. But Hollywood doesn't like those people who can't put something on the table while demanding to be treated like what they thought they deserve and being rude to the workers. Hollywood 101 has 2 rules that Meghan doesn't understand. Treat the staff equally with respect and good behavior, even if you are a horrible actor, but those staffs have dozens of networking under Hollywood workers, especially if you are on good terms with the producers and directors. And in networking, don't drop your former pals like hot potatoes just because they served the expiration dates from Meghan's thought. These 2 rulers in Hollywood circles that Meghan doesn't understand. Harry and Meghan totally messed up, but that's because Madam never intended to stay in the British royal family. When you look back, Hollywood had basically rejected her before she met Harry. She had minor roles and only got the Suits gig due to Trevor, from what I've read. She knew Suits was ending for her. Hollywood was not lined up outside her door to hire her, and she was upset about it. So she bagged the spare prince, intending to tow him back to Hollywood in triumph, and all the doors would be open for her. That did happen for a while, but she and Harry did fumble this, and now many doors are closed. They never had altruistic goals. Nothing was fumbled in that regard. The proof is in that they have done nothing with their nonprofit, but accept the mysterious $13 million. They received less than $5,000 in donations from normal avenues. They gave away $3 million, but the mystery $10 million has not been dispersed. They even pissed off fellow nonprofits for claiming sole credit for doing XYZ, when it often was them partnering with other charities. They were even called out for it. She only wants to be pandered to, adored, and worshipped. Any true charitable soul would have buckled down and learned the ropes, then branched out to help the causes that interested them. There would be absolutely no interest in leaving. She only got with Harry for the perceived social clout of being married to royalty. She blew it by showing that she had no depth, talent, work ethic, morals, etc. She has totally screwed herself, as her machinations have been revealed on a global scale. Prior to this, she was under the radar. She was able to climb socially with impunity. How will she manage to monkey branch to the next rich guy? Not likely unless she becomes a mistress, but even then, is she even worth the bother? She isn't intellectually stimulating, and despite all her alleged sexual experience, she doesn't come off as sensual. She's a dud on every level. If she didn't like the protocol, then violating it was modernizing. All jobs have a bit of drudgery, and I suspect she wasn't willing to pull her weight on that part of the job. It seems she rebuffed the many who were there to help and guide her, because she thought she could rewrite the job description. Clearly, she felt the gratis housing, transportation, security, clothing, and staff were not compensation, as on that disastrous Australian tour, she famously said out loud, "I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this." Honestly, I think the royal family could have structured the compensation scheme to make sense to her, but there were too many other problems. When her performance review came back as not satisfactory because of disregarding the actual job description, she went for merging the titles Kardashian style with the half-in, half-out business. We all know how that turned out. She overplayed her hand. If she had behaved like Sophie and just stayed humble, stayed in the background, humbly and eagerly did her appearances, walkabouts, tours, and state events, and never complained, never explained, we would all be singing her praises. In fairness, she did do all those things initially, but she paired them with hubris and whining and entitlement, and that's where she lost us. She's done the same thing in Hollywood. She used to call it finding my voice. It's too bad for her that her voice is so self-centered and whiny, but that's her issue. She was never grateful. She attributed all of her success to her own work and talent, when in reality the majority of her success was owed to the institution of the British monarchy. What do you think about how Hollywood dumped Harry and Meghan Markle? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.